Mm, 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 mm. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my silly survival world. Last episode was extra silly. I did a no commentary long play. The thumbnail was unique for the channel. I am not going to be taking the series in that direction, however, because the commentary is one of the best parts. Arguably. Okay. I'm gonna jump straight into things. I want today to be a cleanup episode. What a weird recipe that crafters have, but I'm going to want to... Do I not have redstone? No, I have redstone. Okay. We're going to need redstone, a bunch of cobblestone, which will make us a bunch of dispensers. Right, we're making droppers, and I'm going to say probably 8 of them is enough. I'll just uncraft a ton of iron here. It should have us covered. Bunch of wood, and see about a bunch of crafters? No, crafting tables. Well, fortunately, Cube has given me many of those. There we have it. All right, let's go ahead. I just put craft, thinking craft iron blocks. Okay, make these back into iron, and let me think about what other materials we're going to want for this. Alright, so we got blast furnaces. I'm thinking maybe we make an iron pressure plate. Now, the first thing that I would like to work on is episode 49 subway. Oh, yeah, there's actually quite a lot of cleanup to be had with the subway, isn't there? Well, I have not furnished the inside just yet, so I thought that that would be a great starting place here today, and I just think crafters make absolutely incredible drawers. These just look really, really nice and detailed. We can have some barrels, maybe traveling over the top like so. What do we usually put on the fronts of refrigerators? Iron door! Oh my goodness. Yes, of course, we need an iron door for that. And look at that, we used all 8 of our crafters. I think that looks like quite a reasonable setup. Iron pressure plate, though, I'm not too sure. Maybe one there would look okay, have a little variety away from the fridge. Crafting table, we put one over here. And I don't think we want the drawers up top to run all the way across. This is already looking like an improvement if we stand back here, which I'm gonna be real with you, especially looking at the thumbnail. I don't know if this area is a little too lifeless or not. I don't really know. I mean, maybe it's just the color of the lighting and everything, but something about this in here just irks me a little bit. No, but this kitchen's already looking like an improvement, I'd say. Maybe we could travel this across a little lower than before, do a little extra something in here? Cobblestone just happens to be what I had on me, but yeah, that's actually pretty alright. Grab a couple more of the barrels that we have many of, and stack those up as well. That's a pretty interesting look. That's a lot better than leaving the wall bland. Right. So now we have the subway a little more furnished. We should actually consider the subway part of the subway. And, I do want to have some terrain coming up here. So I guess we will need to head on back and... stone bricks, I'm thinking. Many stone bricks. I'm thinking that we want it to mimic this over here to an extent, which I will also have stone bricks going down into the subway. So I think it's just a nice, easy way of doing this. I'm not entirely certain about the part where the rail goes up and down either. We'll hitch a ride. I know Brock's been working quite a lot on a new subway in... Oh, why have I been... What did you do, Gas? Brock's been working on a subway down here, so I might borrow from his design here a little bit. It's andesite on the bottom mostly, but he's also filled in gaps with stone brick. I don't know, I'm thinking andesite and then maybe stone brick walls around where we're going to enter over there. I really do just love taking a look at the world here each time we go by on the rail. it's just such a nice opportunity to take in a little bit of what we've made. It's just a really nice place, I feel like. I mean, yeah, just a lot of really great views around here. I'm hoping to move on from this area here soon and kind of get into new horizons, but we'll definitely come back here in the future. I just want to get to a satisfying stopping point here today, since I do pretty soon want to get into the newer stuff, I suppose. I don't know if we want to do a staircase going down here. I feel like we might, but I don't know how that's going to work out with the rails. We're going to head back and sleep real quick, but I do want to ride this rail the other way again and see how far we'll actually get launched with that. I'm also quite concerned for this happy gas, because I end up really close to hitting him with my sword every time. Like, I pull it out to break the minecart, and then I have to consciously not hit it, because Sweeping Edge will kill that guy very, very fast. Oh, what? How is that possible? I shouldn't have gotten out. I completely forgot, but also it flew over the whole thing. That's not ideal at all. Oh, come on. I have minecart peaks on both of the steeples of my house. I don't know what they're called. I'm leaving those because that's a really funny detail. It actually doesn't look half bad. Why is there a stair block missing there? I don't know, man. Okay, this time I am not hopping out of the cart. We're actually going to observe what happens, since I know the physics change with or without a player. Okay, it is as problematic as it looks. I'm thinking for now, I initially kind of wanted you to jump into the tunnel, but it might just be better to directly connect the rails like a normal person. I don't know. Right out the gate, I'm thinking we're going to get our powered rails in, and this should go 8, I think. Yeah, so if that's 8 blocks, let me check. It's 9 blocks. Okay, I kind of want it to be 8, so I will reduce it just a little bit. Now, I doubt just that one section of powered is going to get us all the way up. I'm not gonna lie, oh wait, I have a crafting table on me. I was going to say, I'm finding it pretty annoying not having, like, random bunches of storage everywhere, because I've gotten really used to just borrowing stuff out of them without thinking. Okay, I'm thinking this is something I didn't do on this specific section of railroad, but in the future, I want the center 3 blocks to be andesite, or at least the 2 around the log looking at this. And that does give us the means to pretty cleanly fade down from one block to another. Now, I still yet don't have the planks for that, but we can, on the ride back, see how far will this take us. I doubt very far, but get on the start of the sandwich assembly, and here we actually go. Wow, okay. That was a much better performance than I was expecting. Now we are riding. Whoa! That's a interesting experience. Okay, I'm going to actually dig this back out because I want to keep the wood underneath consistent. I have decided I would like to continue this weird kind of complicated rail design that we have, just with a couple of tweaks cleaning it up for future instances. I feel like the rail projects could end up getting pretty large at some point, but I also do just quite like them. Also, we're getting rid of this andesite. I'm going to replace this with stairs. Wow, thinking about it, we really didn't need to place any of this in. I'm getting rid of everything we did initially. Well, isn't that just the nature of bad planning? Now, 2 options. I'm thinking we're going with this one. I'm not even going to try them out. Let's just say the stairs will probably look better. The other option would have been facing them all away, but then we have to fill in the backside where you'd see it through the part that's cut out, and that I just don't think is worth the trouble. There we go. Okay, I have some additional powered rails in there, and the sides are not all made up of andesite because I was not that thorough. But now that they are, we can stand back and admire my hard work here. I think that connects up pretty well, but we are going to have to end this part, and I still don't know exactly how. I do kind of still like the look of the rails just doing this. Like, this still looks quite aesthetically pleasing to me. But of course, we will need to transition from one to the other. For the time being, let's go sleep again. I'll go sleep in the day one tower, but also start the actual tunnel part that's going to come over. Now, the way I'm thinking about it, we are going to get a few blocks here, just initially cover this up, and then I guess it should, I was thinking like bulge upward as it goes out, right? Yeah, because that's kind of the way that the terrain is being shifted. Okay, well, that's getting a little close for comfort, but something like that? I know I'm building entirely out of grass blocks, but those will update sooner or later. Does that actually look okay? It's a little chunkier than I think I would have hoped for. I'm going to say that's alright for now. I'm thinking, I'm not entirely certain here. Somewhere along this line, I'm going to change it out for stone bricks. Alright, there's a bunch of random blocks sitting over the whole thing, but... well, we should maybe do something about this here dividing line. Or maybe not, I don't know, it's kinda... this is kinda cool. There's some weird abstract about it, but... this is interesting. We'll go ahead and take the ride back up. Yeah, okay, you know, that's a pretty smooth ride if we lose our minecart. Now, I am just about ready to move on from this entrance. There's just one or two more things that I want to do very quickly. I'm gonna hop off here. Okay, that travels fast. I want to hop off here, and I want to get some glowberries down here. Multiple reasons for that, but I'm just going to... I have a lot of bone meal lying around that I don't know what to do with, but I'm going to bone meal again, because one, this is just like a really nice way to light this up, and two, it looks nice. Now, in my toolbox, I do carry a pair of shears. No unbreaking. I don't know what happened to the ones that had unbreaking, because I know I had a pair with unbreaking, but now I don't, and it's very weird. But we can bone meal all that. It lights up the entrance. I don't think that'll hit your screen as you go by, but it might? Now, I don't think you can plant them down here, right? Oh. And so that right there will light this part up as well, and I think that looks absolutely lovely. None of it going on in the center, though, and that's probably fixable. Nah, we're spending too long on this anyways. I would like to get another thing cleaned up, which is the stairwell right here in the market center, because this staircase just leads you to this, and then you poop out the subway door. Now, I don't think we're going to do much for this door just yet, but we can at the very least clean this part up here. Alright, I've cleaned up this entire staircase, so it's all stone brick. Could probably do with a little more going on down here, but for now, I'm pretty happy with this. Now, there's just one more thing I'd like to get into. I have it all prepped in this shulker box here. I want to start delegating more of my temporary storage to shulker boxes, since it's just... a lot better. It allows me to carry all of my junk with me at the same time and put it all away when we're done. Honestly, proper auto sorting might be something that would be worth it for me, just for how lazy I am. That'll have to come sometime in the future, because right now, the next thing I want to work on is actually the very ground beneath my feet. You see, if we go all the way back here, especially at the start of the garden, but I suppose I could have said it back when we were all the way over there, we have a couple of things mixed in here with the grass path, and I wanted to take this and continue it all the way out because it goes in a circle here, around this, connects through there, and stops at the bridge. So everything at the other side of the bridge, and this second circle, and this coming up to my house, and that to the cobblestone farm. Oh, yeah, I haven't been keeping up with all this very well. Now, I didn't prepare as well as I would have hoped, because I would much rather have an iron shovel for this. Now, I'm thinking that we will probably shoot through all of this time-lapse style. It'll be interesting to work on as a time-lapse for sure. Maybe I should just start from my house, and then we can go from there. Oh, Trump, I didn't want this, man. I didn't want this. Well, whatever, dude. We're almost done with the thing that I was doing. You know what I was doing. I know what I was doing. We're almost done. Okay. Well, that stinks. You see, you can tell, like, that was an authentic reaction because my mic was nowhere near my mouth. So that probably sounded like crap, but we're keeping it in. I must say, it is an interesting process to add all of this. There's a couple of patches here that could probably be improved on, but just going around by hand and adding some randomness to this, I think it does help out a fair bit. It breaks up the shapes in the path and makes the whole thing feel a lot more rugged and worn. Especially from a distance, I feel like I am a very big fan of this. I do kind of question my block choice now, looking at specifically, I think the spruce wood might stand out, but you know, I've made my peace with it. Or I should make my peace with it. I guess I factually haven't since I am bringing it up. Well, at this point, I have gone and broken my second iron shovel. I guess I conveniently just happen to have iron, huh? I guess that works out pretty nicely, doesn't it? With the help of our golem friend, we can now reach the end of the pathway here, connecting up to the bridge. And now, well, okay, let's add just a little bit more there. Hello, bee. I love the bees. But that is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Also, oh, hey, I was going to say we should fix the hole in the bridge, because Cube went and re-added it, but it appears somebody's already done that. Well, I guess now, at long last, we have consistency across all of the paths going out across the bridge and connecting into the garden. Absolutely wonderful changes we've made today. Whew. I have a lot of love for this spawn. I really do. I think this is one of the best spawns I have seen on a Minecraft server, at least by my taste. It's very cute. Very wholesome, but I am hoping that next video we at least scout out moving on, but we have one last thing to work on here today. Alright, before we end off today's video, I want to introduce 2 new commenters to our lovely garden. So welcome, Bananario and Habib Shear. If you'd like your name added in a future video, leave a comment down below. I add everybody who comments on any video in the series. And with that, for the rest of you, for all of you, I will be seeing you tomorrow. Bye.